Alright, so I'm assuming if you guys are seeing this, something in my box is alive. I will be honest, it doesn't really look good because, let me just give you the situation. I ordered isopods and springtails. They got stuck. Long story short, I thought they were shipping through FedEx. It ended up getting shipped through USPS. So when I had it sent to my FedEx hub, that caused problems and delays and everything. I will take partial responsibility because I should have seen it, but in hindsight, I'm never working with someone that uses USPS because that's not how I ship. So yes, technically it was my fault. I should have been more vigilant, and I thought it was through FedEx, so you know, my fault. All that to say, the package got here probably 12 days late. So we're talking about bugs, insects in the cold for 12 days in the winter. I mean, it was warm enough to ship when I first shipped them, but it was 12 days. So by the time, you know, heat packs are not have enough heat anymore. They're not working properly. Lots of stuff. So I don't expect there to be anything alive. But again, if you're seeing this, there's probably something in the box that made it. So we're going to make the best out of it, and I hope you guys enjoy. And without any further ado, let me show you what we got that made it. All right, let's get into it. All right, so if you're seeing this, chances are what's in here is alive, but don't know. I had it shipped to my FedEx hub, but apparently they shipped it through USPS. So that was a disaster. We're working with like 10 days late or 12 days late. So I don't even know if any of this stuff is going to be alive. You might not even see this video. Let me take this. All right, this is the moment of truth. Heat pack, what do you know? Freezing cold. Not a good sign at all. I would assume everything's freaking dead. Let's not be negative and let's hope for the best. All right, what do we have here? Powder blue. Huh? All right, we got movement. That's good. That is good. There's quite a few right there. Can't really see them that well, actually. All right, powder blue. So dairy cows, where are those at? Oh, there we go. There's a few. Oh, okay, there we go. Not too shabby. Got some dairy cow isopods. And then the Giant Canyon isopods. All right. I can't believe this stuff made it. That is crazy. And then these are probably the springtails, I would assume. That is awesome. So, white springtails. And then a bonus of milkback isopods. I don't even know what that is. Oh my goodness, those are sweet. I don't know how many are in there, but sweet. All right, that's awesome. Let me show you their setups. Okay, guys, so the first thing we have is cocoa chips. We also have some leaf litter, and then I got some sphagnum moss from Pangea. I'm not going to use a ton, but we are going to use some of it. And then we have eco earth over here, and then we've got some organic topsoil over here. So we're going to do like 50-50 on that, and then some leaf litter, some moss, some cocoa chips, and we should have a good soil. These are the 4 containers we have for each of the species. So let's start putting it together. And I kind of sped this up because it gets repetitive, but I basically did 50-50 eco earth and organic topsoil, and then I added in some moss, some cocoa chips. I did some sand as well. The worm castings and charcoal came late, so I didn't record that, but that's also in the soil mix. Here's me adding the sand real quick as well. Like I said, I just did a little bit. I don't want the soil to be super soggy or anything like that. I want it to drain well and be easy for them to move around. So this is basically what you have at the very end when everything's all mixed up. Looks very, very, very good. All right, now let's start with the powder blues. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I am not an isopod expert. As I show you them, I'm going to kind of explain. I'm just now getting into them, you know, researching, doing all the stuff I needed to beforehand, prepared myself, but I'm not an expert. I mostly breed crested geckos, and I'm starting to get upgrading my other animals that are pets into their like forever tanks and bioactive tanks. And as I'm doing that, I'm learning more and more about the cleanup crew. So I wanted to get some and start not harvesting them, but breeding them so I can put my own into these cool tanks, because I think they're awesome, and I think it would be awesome to help keep them clean, and I wouldn't have to do as much work, and yeah, it would just be cleaner and better, honestly. So that's what I'm getting into. I'm not an expert. I know that the powder blues, dairy cows, I think giant canyons, they're all need a lot of protein because they reproduce a lot from my understanding. But yeah, those were the powder blues. Now these are the dairy cows. These are my favorite, but honestly the giant canyons are really cool too, so make sure you guys stick around for those. But the dairy cows, obviously you guys know why they're my favorite, because they look like Dalmatian crested geckos, or like Dalmatians, and you guys know me, I love spots on animals. I just think they're so cute. Look at all the little different little cow looking isopods. Like, it's just cool. I think it's very sweet because, like I said, I love having, you know, the crested geckos and animals with spots. So having the isopods, which are also like that, is very, very cool. This is them in their tank with the cork bark and moss in there. They are just going around looking for stuff to eat, looking for hiding places. It's super, super cool to watch these guys. That's the other reason I want them. It's also a pet, and I'd also like to make them available to you guys one day once I start breeding them and I know, you know, more of what I'm doing, I guess. So now I kind of told you a little bit of my plans with them going forward, so now I can kind of, you know, talk about them a little bit more. But yeah, the powder blues weren't really blue because of shipping and how stressful it was. These guys pretty much look how they look, honestly. They don't really look too different, but they look extremely cool to me. I could watch them crawl around their tank all freaking day, honestly. All right, now we have the ones that I didn't think were going to be my favorite, but are honestly starting to be one of my favorites, the giant canyons. These guys are not scared of hardly anything, it seems like, and even just when I'm holding them, they just crawl around in my hand and are so cool. And honestly, like, I know their name is Giant Canyon, but these things are freaking huge. And honestly, they're not even full grown yet. So like, these ones that I got, some of them are, some of them aren't, but like the big ones aren't even as big as they're supposed to be. These ones are all small right here. They're going to get so big soon. I cannot wait. I think they're very cool already. I noticed that they do love protein. They eat the little freeze-dried minnows. They eat, what is the other thing I got? I forget what it is, but I'll show a picture or pop up a name or something on there. But anyway, they love this stuff. They've been eating veggies too. They're doing extremely well. And I'm not surprised that, like, I know how to take care of them because I did the research, but like, I'm surprised they're doing so well right off the bat. So that's super exciting. All right, so for the milkback isopods, I don't really know much about them, but they do look like dairy cows, other than the middle of their back is white and then their pattern is on the outside. Now, we did get 4 of them. I have not seen any babies yet. Obviously, we got this box a little bit ago. I haven't just told you guys yet. This is the first time I'm really sharing it. So yeah, I can't wait to see if we get some babies from them. Supposedly, they're extremely hardy and breed super easily. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of them going. And then we've got, so what is that? 3 different species right now, or 4 different species right now. And then we have one more coming because I think I kind of slipped and told you guys early, but my chameleon gecko toes is actually a girl, not a boy. So my pair for this year is not going to work. So I had to order another male. I don't even know if I'm going to share that with you. I guess if you watch this long, you're going to get the hint. But anyway, that video is coming. So more species. It's not just these guys, even though they look extremely cool. Like I said, these are the milkback, and I'm super excited for them. I cannot wait to see if I can reproduce them one day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if any other species I should get, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. We have a lot of cool stuff, so be on the lookout. Peace.